Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this look was actually filmed whilst I was getting ready to go on a night out, and it was glitter themed, so this is what I did for my eye makeup. I just primed my eyes with my concealer and set that into place. It was my second time doing a cut crease, so bear with me. It's not the best you'll see, but I thought it would be cool to just show you what I did anyway. So here's me just setting my eyelid. So after this, I just took my Morphe 350 matte palette and took this shade and started blending that, mainly like in the crease of my eye, but I wasn't being too like neat or anything. I was just putting that pretty much everywhere and then blending that out. I was just using it as my base colour really, and then building on it from there. I made sure to blend everything out towards my ear, so I was able to clean everything up with a makeup wipe, as I love doing that. And then adding more of the same colour just to build up the pigment a bit, as I find these shadows are great but they're not as pigmented as my Anastasia ones, which I love. Here I'm just blending it out to my ear again, and then taking a mix of this shade, I'm not taking a mix, I'm just taking that shade and popping that slightly lower down but pretty much in the same area, just to add a bit more of something to the look. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Dear. And then taking a mix of these two shades from the palette, adding slightly more of a brightness to the look, even though it doesn't really stand out. And I did make the wrong mistake. I don't even think that's a thing. I did make a mistake on the other eye as I kind of went too heavy and then it got quite heavy all at once. But yeah, that's what I did. I tried to correct it on this eye. So yeah, just blending it out, blending in my inner corner as I found that was a bit harsh. And as I said, I did go a bit heavy-handed, so I went back to blend the other eye. Then taking this orange shade from the Anastasia palette, it was fine, but it did have some of the leftover pigment, so it was a little bit like more deeper of a red colour than the orange, but it's cool. I just mixed the orange and the red shades together to define my crease a little bit before I added the concealer. I'm then taking this 17 really like thick concealer, and I don't use it anywhere other than my eyelids, and I attempted to cut the crease. I did go out of line, as you just saw, which is so frustrating, but yeah, I was happy with how it turned out, so it was sort of a work in progress, this eye. So I did set the concealer, by the way, with the same eyeshadow from the beginning, but just taking the collection Glam crystals, popping that on my eye, and whilst the first layer was drying, I did clear up the edges to make a nice line just whilst the first layer of the like crystals were drying. And then I went in and I kept going and going with these until I was happy with kind of the pigmentation and how it just completely covered the concealer, so you could just see the glitter, because that was what I wanted. It does take a bit of time as they can transfer into the crease, which was a little bit annoying and time consuming, but yeah, it's fine, just worked with it, and yeah, that's what I did. And then taking this Makeup Revolution Ultra Face Base Primer. It's not my go-to, but I've run out of the one I was using, so this is doing the job at the moment. Oh, and then I decided to do my eyeliner, but that's off camera because who can even do it on camera? Hats off to you if you can. And then taking my Match Perfection foundation. This is, oh my gosh, tongue twisted. This is my favourite at the moment, and just popping that all over my face. If you're wondering, I do take my nose piercing out whilst I do this, just so I can get around that area easier. So once my foundation's on, I take the matching concealer, pop that under my eyes, and I knew that was coming. I had music on, I was dancing, like trying to get in the mood, but watching it back it's pretty embarrassing, so yeah, don't mind me. I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques sponge. Then taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set under my eyes, I was hesitant whether to bake or not to bake. I decided to go half and half. I kind of put 2 layers on, left it for about a minute, and then dusted it off with a brush. Then I took my Hoola bronzer as normal and contoured. I love putting bronzer here at the end of my nose, I love it. Then taking my Bare Minerals bronzer and also popping that everywhere, just pretty much warming up the whole face, as my body was a bit more tanned than my face at this point. And then taking my favourite highlighter at the moment, my Wet n Wild highlighter. You can just see, look at the nose, loving the nose. I love this stuff so much. And yeah, just popping that pretty much anywhere you could possibly want to be highlighted. I did end up putting glitter over the top of it though, which was a shame. Then moving back onto my eyes, I'm just taking this shade and this shade from the Anastasia palette and popping that underneath my eyes to tie everything together, as the top's quite heavy, so it just kind of brings it all together. And then adding some highlight into my inner corners, so just checking it out in the mirror, so it's not just like bam glitter, there's a bit of highlight and then into bam glitter, if that makes any sense. Then taking these eyeliner lashes and onto lips, I'm using my Primark lip liner, and I have actually lost my Spice lip liner for real. It's cool, we'll get a new one, so this is doing the job at the moment. And then taking my NYX liquid lipstick in 06, as always, just my go-to nude. Love it, I love it. And then taking my MAC lip gloss and popping that on the top for a nice glossy lip. So that's pretty much everything for this video. I really hope you enjoy it. You'll see me looking a little bit more glam in a second. Here we go. This is me looking a little bit more glam. There's a funny clip where my light decides to die. There we go. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I thought it'd be nice to film and to show you guys. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on my next one.